Dead in the middle of little did we know every riddle to middleman who didn't do diddle.
Born in the year 1971, November 10th, in the birthplace of hip-hop, the Bronx, New York, of course, Christopher Lee Reels, or as you guys actually know him by, Big Pun, had some of the worst cards dealt to him. He grew up in poverty, surrounded by drugs, violence, and circumstances that most people would buckle under. But despite all that, he still achieved something that most people wouldn't dare to even dream of. And because of his high intelligence that was clearly displayed in his lyrical ability, most people wouldn't know that he actually dropped out before even getting to high school. Now that didn't stop him from reading dictionaries and encyclopedias front to back, which is not that shocking considering how this man rapped.
Yes indeed, welcome back to this live segment of Yo on your MTV network. Yours truly, Fat Joe, is in the place to be with the Terror Squad, Big Punisher, Armageddon.
He was just spitting freestyles, and the crowd, no lie, the crowd was 99% all black people. Everybody was like cheering him on.
Nigga hand was like this, yo. He had this bracelet, Big Pun. Yo, the shit was so big on, and his hand was big. Like, yo, man, he's a big nigga, man. He be like, yo, man, you crazy.
1-5. Hey, yo, Big Pun, it looks like you got the snitch in your camp, man. Had been listening to our music and was inspired by what we did, and just the fact that, you know, Big Pun was covering it and getting at me to be in the video, it made me feel good, like a legend before my time.
Dre liked it, Snoop liked it, I liked it. I mean, it was incredible.
Like, Pun, did you find, like, a lot of, you know, problems and stuff getting in the game, like you being Latino, they like, not take you seriously as a rapper, or?
No, I didn't see any problems whatsoever. I mean, we don't approach the game like Latino rappers, we just rappers.
When I met him, man, he had the coolest attitude, man. Like he had that attitude, like you know, he could be my uncle and shit. Like, you know, what up, Big Pun? You know, Uncle Pun, what up, man? You know what I mean?
Now backtracking to the fact that he rapped, let's talk about some of the accolades that he stacked. His first time on wax was in 1995 on a Fat Joe track. It was called Watch Out on the album Jealous One's Envy. But in 1998, 2 years before meeting his fate, he dropped his debut album, Capital Punishment. That album, Capital Punishment, it did something special. It went double platinum, and it even hit number 5 on the Billboard's Top 200. And it's even more special when you realize that this made him the first Latin solo rapper to ever go platinum. The first. And he went double. It was even nominated for a Grammy in 1999. And even though he didn't win, it's still an awesome achievement nonetheless.
What's your funniest Big Pun story? Big Pun's legendary with the jokes.
But it may not be funny to most people, but it's funny to me. We were performing at the Apollo Theater. Somebody up top was throwing ice at me and Pun, throwing ice at us. And I remember pointing up in the balcony saying, yo, homeboy, I see you. Don't get fucked up throwing that ice out the balcony. Because Pun said, in 5 seconds, he's coming out of that balcony. In 5 seconds, this dude came flying out of the balcony. I can't make that shit up.
Street professors, Terror Squad, ghetto scholars, full of clips marked, inflicts the fear of God when the metal hollers. Better acknowledge or get knocked down until I'm locked and shot down. Had the beat, couldn't make me put my clock down.
What is the Terror Squad?
There was 2 brothers that made up Terror Squad. They were graffiti writers, and I looked up to them. They both gone. One, his name is Gizmo. One, his name is Cosmo. Cosmo used to rob banks. Like, they outgrew the graffiti thing. I was just a kid, maybe 12 years old, and I was doing graffiti, and it was like, yo, we gonna give you TS. And I was like, oh my God, I never knew it would turn into a crew. I never knew it would turn into a record label. I never knew it would turn into a brand.
We from around the same hood, and one way or another we got together. We started out as a graffiti crew many years ago, and then we got into the rap, and I've been in the game like 8 years. My man Full Flex and everybody around the way was telling me they heard some rappers that was dope in the hood. So I went over there to meet them at the corner store, and that's where I met Big Pun and Triple Shades and Cuban Link. They were full of clips, they had a group. And once I heard Pun rhyme, I was like, yo, he's amazing. I couldn't sleep that night.
I was looking for a name, and Pun was like, yo, we TS. He was like, yo, you Terror Squad, we Terror Squad. Let's just be Terror Squad. And so we just kept the TS.
So I brought him to the studio. I put him on my second album, Jealous One's Envy. So he promised to put them on when he get on, and he kept his word. He also brought Prospect to me, and Prospect was like, you know, amazing. When I heard him, I was like, yo, shorty a star, but we ain't even fully developed Pun yet. So I was like, all right, I kept that in my mind. So sooner or later, when we got in the position, Prospect been on, Armageddon been on since day one. You know, he's like one of the cats saying, you got a flow, Joe. When he was just shorty in the studio I used to work at, one day he kicked around to me, and I was like, yo, he's amazing too. I knew he was destined to be, you know, do his thing. Tony Sunshine been around since he was a kid. around the projects. We never took him serious, but he blow. He Pun's artist on Pun's record label. He's Pun's first artist on Foundation Records, and you know, just a family thing.
Led by Fat Joe and Big Pun, the Terror Squad is a family of rappers from the Bronx with a clear mission from the very start.
We definitely were convinced that we were going to bring something to the game that nobody else has brought. Just our confidence is crazy.
Big Pun was the first Terror Squad member to gain mainstream recognition with his mega hit, Still Not a Player, off his debut album.
Rap world pretty much knows about me and Pun, and we just want to get the other guys out there and just let everybody know they've been behind the scenes for years. They deserve, you know, to get their props. So everybody got a solo joint on the album, and we just opening the door.
This is my brother. We got football players. We got barbers. We got attorneys. We got billionaires. We literally took this in the projects, and we literally got billionaires walking around with TS chains that they bought themselves. Like, yo, I'm Terror Squad.
The Terror Dome is hosting yet another lesson in brutality. Watch and learn, baby. Hey, open your eyes, man. Watch close. There's only one's gonna survive this one.
injury to insult. I'm gonna make an example out of it. I'll tell you what, son.
Somebody's not thinking, huh?
Put you down. Good.
Now you ready to start something. Hey yo, that's all she wrote, Daddy. We taking it back to the originators. Let's see who's originated Tear It On tonight. Hey, let's bring the action tonight, y'all. Okay, the real fight is on. They're calling it. everything. See? You know what to do. Now you ready to start something. Yeah, climbing to the top. Here we go. Add an entry to insult. Nice. Damn! Shredded up like a dirty shirt and thrown in the trash.
There's allegedly a version of Ether. There's supposedly a line that Nas said, where he said, "Call yourself a gangster when you were begging for pardon that night in Carbon when Terror Squad flipped on your squadron, try to front on their checks till Pun put a gun to your chest."
Both sides, you had the VIP sections on the upper floors. The Rockefeller clique and the Terror Squad had their own rooms and seats reserved upstairs, but separated from each other.
Memphis Bleak was there. The whole Rockefeller was there. You know, and it was love. It was all in the VIP. It was love. We was gonna wait till Jason come out. I thought that was gonna be like a nice little, come together.
That night, various artists were supposed to perform, including Big Pun, Fat Joe, Cuban Link, Memphis Bleak, and Jay-Z, who was booked by a Terror Squad associate for $15,000. The Rockefeller clique was in the VIP section partying on their own, and everyone else got mad at them for basically ruining the night. Cause they were all waiting. People stopped dancing and started getting bored, wondering when Jay-Z will finally come on stage.
For some reason, Jay-Z ended up welching, not coming out or saying, yo, it's too little for money.
The Terror Squad associates who booked Jay then went to the Rockefeller team in the VIP section and spoke to Memphis Bleak. Asked him where's bosses and why he ain't performing. And then all of a sudden it turned into a heated argument.
Next thing you know, what happened in that room, all I know later on, it was Memphis Bleak and his people hit the nigga with a bottle on his head.
So the guy from Terror Squad was now on the floor bleeding, and everybody from Jay's camp was laughing at him and enjoying themselves.
He said, yo, twin, they flipped on you. Once that happened, it was a wrap. Once that happened, it was a wrap.
Big Pun pulled out a Rambo knife, and him and his whole entourage stood up and attacked the Rockefeller clique. It all resulted in a huge brawl. Cuban Link was throwing bottles and glasses, and Pun used his weight to his advantage, tackling multiple people and knocking them to the ground. Some saw him hitting people with champagne bottles, and that's probably where the rumor about Jay came from.
Bleak was in there, and the whole Rockefeller, the young street niggas, and other artists, but I don't know, like Beanie and them, I don't know at that time he was there, but I know we got busy. We got busy to the point that they all exited the side door and left. And some of us were still chasing shit. I always wanted to know, man, is it true that Pun story hitting Jay with the bottle?
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry. Yes, absolutely. I remember, I think Hov and them had brought 80 niggas to the spot. And Slime and them was 8 or 10 or maybe 12 deep. And the shit just took the fan. And from what I heard, because I wasn't there, Pun was football tackling all them niggas. Pun was tackling them niggas, and he was hitting niggas in the head with a bottle, from what I heard. And Joe and Jay still hasn't got over that. Rockefeller niggas was hitting niggas in the head with bottles too. Yeah. Them niggas was wildin'. Them niggas was out there wildin'.
Put a bag of nickels. You're a prospect, what's up? What's up, man? Yeah, white niggas and Brooklyn niggas, fucking Bronx niggas. Nah, nothing. Brooklyn niggas is hardcore. Except for Jay-Z. Brooklyn niggas is hardcore.
I know we got surrounded by 90 of them the other day.
He probably just heard rumors about it or had a conversation with one of the members of the Terror Squad, maybe even with Pun himself. Cause Pun and N.O.R.E were very close back then. N.O.R.E was featured on the song You Came Up off the album Capital Punishment, even appeared in the music video. And Pun was on N.O.R.E's Banned from TV off his self-titled album the same year. Even a decade and a half later, he was still convinced that it went down like that. Jay-Z actually called him after he did that podcast episode to correct him and to ask him to tell the story differently next time. N.O.R.E actually hung up on him because he thought somebody was prank calling him and making a Jay-Z impression. He thought the real Jay-Z wouldn't even worry about that.
What happened? I believe I did an interview and you set me up and you gave Jay my number without telling me.
You set me up. I was like, you can't care about this shit. And he was like, nah, I don't care. I care about you knowing. So I said, how do we fix this? He said, nah, you don't need to fix it. But if the interview ever comes up again.
For instance, if a nigga tell you that hoe got hit in the head with a bottle, either somebody lying to him or he lying to y'all.
Now, Jay-Z wasn't the only one who shot those rumors down. Big Pun's widow and his close friend Cuban Link, who was there that night, denied it in multiple interviews. So Jay-Z's clique got chased out of the club all the way back to Brooklyn, and the beef was on. Rockefeller versus Terror Squad.
We all know the rules, fool, jewels, bitches, and dope. Did you hear? I'm the fattest, nicest nigga you know, and I kill a motherfucker just to gain the buck. Confuse niggas, bust guns, and aim the duck.
It was a diss record that Source Money put out, because I think Jay-Z and Pun had beef in the club. Jay-Z never responded, but Source Money responded. But I think I had the only record at that time dissing Pun like really bad, like talking about killing Pun, family members, all kinds of stupid shit. It's Fat Joe called Beat Street at that time, which is shut down in Brooklyn. And Beat Street, told Fat Joe, yo, there's a mixtape, this Who Kid guy, this shit sound like hotcakes, this was all his dissing Pun. So now Pun calls me again to meet him in Harlem. And here I am thinking I'm talking to the promoter. They got guns, cars, all kinds of stupid shit. So they come into Harlem, I'm waiting. I finally see a Benz come up with a Spanish kid in it. I'm like, whoo! Me and my boys was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get this G, yo. You know what I'm saying? The dude got out the car, he was like, ooh, kid. I was like, oh, that's me, kid. Yo, right here. So the van was in the middle, and the van was a hooked up van. The van had rims, had fire on it. So I was like, yo, this nigga flexes in, yo. First start sliding down. The door's sliding over, right? I'm like, yo, I'm looking, it's still dark in there, but I see like a big image in it, right?
A big image?
So I'm like, yo, Flex game mad. I didn't even think about the mixtape not once until I got really close, and now I see Punch. I was like, oh shit. He still thinks I'm the gangster guy that cursed him out on the phone. And then I think when I backed up, my hands went down, and that's when Pun had an Uzi. I'll never forget this shit. Uzi. So I closed my eyes, right? So when I closed my eyes, and when I opened them, I was in the thing. That's how fast I got. When I got up, the tape fell out. The tape with the beef song. I saw it was like fucking The Matrix. That shit fell out, broke open. The dude who was yelling, he was like, I was like, yo, I thought I was gonna die. He kicked the Spanish kid out. Then he told me straight up, this beef record right here, I understand you're a mixtape DJ, you wanna, so he was like, you know what? I'm gonna explain to you that this record right here got the Latin Kings laughing at me. That's why you're here. It's not because I wanna rip your head off, but I look crazy because in the streets I'm respected by the Latin Kings. Like, he was like, yo, on the next mixtape, I want you to intro, say fuck Jay-Z. Fuck Jay-Z. Fuck out of here, blah, blah, blah. And I was saying, I'll do whatever. Just get me the fuck out of this van. Yo, I give him like a minute. Yo, not even 3 minutes later, like 2 more Jeeps come out. Like he had a Jeep here and a Jeep here. Like he had dudes ready. Like if my boys, when they came out, he had dudes ready. Terror Squad, there was a reason why their name was Terror Squad. Like Pun really went out there and did the shit. Because after they met me, Pun went to Rockefeller to the offices and ran up in the offices and did his thing. Like he told me, after here, I'm gonna go to Rockefeller, I'm gonna see Jay-Z and you can see it. The classic photo on XXL was the fake handshake with Big Pun and Jay-Z, all because of that one stupid mixtape I did.
Another vicious spectacle for your gambling pleasure. So sit back and get ready for this next fight. Get ready out there. See? You know what to do. I know you feel it.
You just got busted, baby. Escaping this, homie. The fight's about to change now. What did we just see there? See? You know what to do. Yeah. Let's see you bring it. This is going off. Oh, this one's gonna be over soon. That was heavy hitting at 357 tonight.
Masterful lyrical skills and undeniable charisma, Big Pun took the rap scene by storm. The first Latino solo rapper to go platinum, he set the stage for other Terror Squad members to follow. Though his tragic death left the crew's future uncertain, February 7th, 2000, when at the height of his career, Big Pun died unexpectedly from a fatal heart attack.
That period right there when he passed away was crazy with me because, like I said, it wasn't about me trying to get on, me, you know, trying to shine and become a rapper. You know, that was out the window because I just lost my best friend.
You want to shout out any of your peoples in there? I want to shout out the Terror Squad, my man Cuban Link over there.
When Big Pun passed away, I wanted to like retire and give it up. But then I thought back and I was like, man, everything we worked for, you know what I'm saying, is gonna go down the drain because I ain't see no Latinos at the time that could hold a torch.
He stayed. I ain't gonna let him down. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure that all he worked for pays off.
Pun and Tariq grew up together, so they knew each other way before the music took off. Yeah, Pun was my man. Toured all over with him. That was family, man. I was heartbroken when we lost Pun. That was my man.
So Pun, that was my homie. Like, you know, he was signing loud. So we would be in the office every day, just like Wu-Tang. You know, everybody would be in the office, like chilling, smoking weed, learning. Told me like, yo, let's go to the club tonight. Meet me at the crib. So me and a couple of my boys, we went to his crib up in the Bronx, and we get there, and I get inside the house, and he had this knife on the couch. It was like a knife with brass knuckles on it. You ever see that?
I know those. Yeah, those are dope.
And it had the spikes on it.
Yeah, spikes.
Brass
Yep.
knuckles. So I'm like, oh, this shit is ill, right? I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, this shit is crazy, son. He's like, oh, P, that's nothing. He's like, that's nothing. Put that down. He said, look under the couch. 357, snub. I was like, oh, this is crazy right here. He said, man, that's nothing. He's like, that's nothing. Put that down. He's like, yeah, homie. Show P your gun. He had the little 45. It was like mad small, plastic 45. I was like, oh shit, this is crazy, right? He's like, oh, that's nothing. There's about 20 people in the house. He pointed at each one of them one by one. Yo, show P your gun. Yo, show P your gun. Show P your gun. Now there's mad guns out. It's mad. Everybody got their guns out in their hand. So I'm the last person. He looked at me. Yo, P, let's see your gun, P. Where your gun at? I'm like, yeah, I left my gun in the car, my nigga. I ain't want to bring my gun in your house, my nigga. He's like, see? He said, we got the drop on you right now, son. He said, don't do that ever in your life again. Man, keep that gun on you, man. Look all these guns out on you right now. He said, we can do what we want with you right now. And I'm like, yeah, you right, my nigga. He's like, nah, I'm just fucking with you, P. I'm just fucking with you. He said, but remember that, though.
Can you just share a big Pun story you might have with us?
Hell yeah. We went out on this first promo tour together. We had 2 buses. Their bus breaks down. Like, come on, y'all ride with us. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know, hung out, was all, you know, went to the gig, right? So they're trying to get to the hotel and get checked in, so they don't want to be on our bus anymore because they feel like they're in Pete. I was like, no, you guys are good, you know, just go and chill. But it's like, nah, we call a car. So this car pulls up, and this, you know, this nigga jump out, Jay Curl, you know what I'm saying, old school. He got pulled up in a limousine. I pull up, and then he gets out with an attitude, and it's like watching a silent movie. You know, we on the bus and we looking out the window. It's just like, you can tell by the body language that he didn't like what was happening. He was like, you know, all you motherfuckers can't get in my car. And so I see the dude throw his hands up, and I'm like, oh, this not gonna end good. All the Terror Squad niggas come, they start chasing this nigga around the car. It's like the best shit ever, right?
Bronx even acknowledged him by naming a street after him on Fordham Road and Grand Concourse called Big Pun Plaza.
Pun was probably the greatest person I ever met in life. Not greatest Puerto Rican, greatest person I ever met in life. I remember me and Pun both being platinum. And if he found out I was in the Bronx, he would buy me an Averex and a PlayStation. And I was like, yo, bro, I'm getting the same amount of money as you. But he always wanted to give. I never met no one prior to that, like that. I never met no one after that, like him. Pun was hands down one of the best people I ever met.
It was this whole turmoil, like Terror Squad against Rockefeller. And then Joe calls me and says, yo, you know, how do you get in touch with Jay? And I was like, you don't get in touch with Jay. He gets in touch with you. And you gotta just accept it how that way it goes. That's a fact. So he was like, yo, but I need a favor. He's like, I got the biggest record in America. I want to put this shit behind us. I want people to know. And I called you. Yeah. And your first thing that you said to me, I remember this like it was yesterday. You was like, hold on, N.O.R.E, let me pull over. And
I was on the turnpike.
I didn't know if he was on the
I was on the turnpike. I pulled over when you said it. Repeat that?
And I remember this is what you said. He's like, I saw him 2 days ago and he had it on. Yeah. That was your exact word. I saw him 2 days ago and he was still trying to be tough. Yeah. So I was like, trust me, that's my brother. And by the way, I had to fully ask Fat Joe before I made that call. I said, listen, this ain't one of those, you know what I mean? And he was like, no, brother. Like, I really want to do this. And then all the way up remix happened. We made that happen.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. Yeah, I remember when I text Hov. I text him right after I got off the phone with you.
Wait, hold on. You three got on the phone.
Yes.
Of course. I had this real
So
shit.
you spoke to Joe. It wasn't just you, and then you brought him on.
Yes. And then I told him, I'm like, yo, I just spoke to Joe and N.O.R.E, and Joe wants you on the remix to All the Way Up. And he was like, you spoke to Joe with all caps and then question marks. So I put back, yeah, just now on the phone. Then he called me. I was like, word, he called you? I was like, yeah, I'm in N.O.R.E, man. I was like, man, I think you should do it. He was like, Bleak, you think? I'm like, yo, listen. For the city, to show unity, it's always been fake bullshit in the air with us. There's never been no real drama. Like, why not?
And I just want to say thank you guys for staying tuned with me, seeing the process, and also supporting my father as well. Again, it's been 25 years since he passed. I miss him. I'm sure a lot of you miss him as well. Play his records a lot, play his music. And again, I love you guys. I'll be back next week with another video for you. Peace out. Stay glorious. Yes.
Ain't no question who run the town when the desperados step in the club, move around.